to another episode of the Gluten Free Road Trip. So after I left Southern California, I of course headed right up the coast, started in Malibu, hit Big Sur, before I reached San Francisco. And San Francisco was great for me. They had a dedicated gluten-free restaurant called Pica Pica that serves arepas. And I absolutely loved it. And while my only other arepa was in Denver, I brought a friend with me who's been eating them her whole life. So she was able to tell me how it compares to ones she's had in the past. And I got a better sense of the culture, the cuisine, etc. So for me, this one was a lot messier than the one I had in the past, but it was still absolutely delicious. In fact, I like this one a little bit more than the last one. It was really messy and juicy and very flavorful, and I had a little bit of coleslaw on the side, and that really freshened up the dish. My friend tried the sweet corn version, and she said that although the arepa itself was sweeter than one she's had in the past, she enjoyed her meal as well. And overall, I had the pulled pork, and that was very flavorful. So the insides are flavorful, the arepas were cooked well, and it was a great dining experience. It seemed like I was eating in a regular restaurant. I wouldn't have known that it was dedicated gluten-free. Now, San Francisco is home to many other dedicated gluten-free establishments that I did not eat at, one of which is Zest Bakery, and I actually met representatives from Zest Bakery at the Food Allergy Blocking Conference, and so they're the ones that taught me how to use fondant to make a pumpkin cupcake, and so I do approve of the fondant they use. I love the satinized fondant, and everyone at our conference spoke highly of the cupcakes as well. I have not personally tried one, though. After leaving San Francisco, we headed over to Fairfield, and well, there's not much in Fairfield. There's a Budweiser factory, I believe, but there is also a Jelly Belly factory, and Jelly Belly is one of my favorite gluten-free candies. I love to make edible flowers or other decorations out of them. And so when you walk in, you see these beautiful portraits that people make out of Jelly Bellies. Now, my favorites were some of the ones that are behind the doors where you can't take photos, but the ones that I could take pictures of, I loved Mickey and Minnie. I thought the tour was great. It was really informative but fun. It was designed for kids as well as adults. We learned all about how Reagan liked his Jelly Bellies, how they created the blueberry flavor for his inauguration to make red, white, and blue Jelly Bellies, and they even showed a clip of him passing around a bowl of Jelly Bellies at a meeting. I also learned that Jelly Bellies have been on space. There's the Sport Jelly Belly, and so that was the one that went up. There are some other great features about going there. There's a free samples bar, and so they have the regular flavors and their goofy flavors, and so my favorite abnormal flavor is lawn clippings. And I thought it tastes just like how I'd expect lawn clippings to taste. I didn't have much to compare it to. And you can try 3 Jelly Bellies per sample round, and then you just loop back in. So you could eat all the sample flavors if you wanted. You just have to wait in line about 50 times. Now, after we left Jelly Belly, we headed up the coast, and I got to see Redwood Forest. I drove through a tree before I reached Oregon, where I am now. And Oregon and Washington, as I've recently realized, are an oasis of gluten-free food. So I can't wait to share the upcoming episode with you all as well. So be on the lookout for another episode coming out later this week. Until then, feel free to follow my Road Trip Live on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. They're all GF Life 24/7. And you can subscribe to this video on YouTube by clicking below. That's about it. Thanks for watching. See y'all later. Bye!